I'm just kidding. What's going on, guys? My name is Tony. We're basically gonna go over the build that I just finished as of now. Thankfully, with everything that I've researched and found online and how exactly what I wanted to go with was a choice of my completion for this car. So I drive a 2019 Dodge Challenger RT. It's the performance handling group, which gives you the Brembo brakes and the sports suspension. And a couple things that I've implemented as of now. Air suspension was my first decision because that was one thing I wanted to knock off for now in order to do the things that I wanted to complete as a make it into a wide body vehicle. Yeah, you can do it into a non-air suspension vehicle and just leave it stock, but you're gonna have so much gap, which there's no gap rule here. And,
no gap life.
Yeah. There's gap hazards everywhere. And another thing.
Fuck.
And another thing, I chose to go with 20 by 11 wheels with a -2.5 offset. Yes, -2.5 offset. There are the 2020 Hellcat wide body wheels that are on the vehicles now, which it fits the vehicle really well. They're super sporty and super aggressive, especially when they're matte black. And when you go with the color offset with Destroyer Gray, I mean, I think Destroyer Gray and matte black go really well. The car is nicknamed the Raptor RT.
So why did you call it the Raptor?
The reason I call it the Raptor is because, I mean, I had to think of a name that had the RT, you know, for road and track for a reason. I was like, what other name that I can fit it as for Raptor? You know, that's the reason why I called it the Raptor. It's fast and quick for what it is. For a little Hemi, the 5.7. Don't care that I don't have a scat pack. Don't care that I don't have a Hellcat. You know, a V8 is a V8 regardless.
Yeah, it's not a V6.
I mean, I don't bash on the V6, though we do bash on Yeti. But that's just because he's a homie. We all got challengers. We all rock Mopar, so it's totally fine. But stay tuned on more in details of what we have for this vehicle.
So, you talked about the body kit. Now, you say who it was by?
Yeah, the wide body kit that I went with is the OEM style, as I said before, and the brand is from Vicrez.
Okay.
That's the company that I bought it from, and they are located in LA as well.
How would you say, would be the installation?
The installation, yeah, that was pretty fun. The installation's easy, but I will definitely rate it out of 5, about a solid 4, because the first thing, of course, you have to do, and it's gonna avoid everything on the car. Yes, why? You're gonna have to cut it like this.
Boom.
And then, you're gonna have to cut into the fenders, measure out your fenders on how deep, you need to make the cut. All depending, because if you're having it stock without no ride height on there, you can just leave it the way it is. You're not gonna dampen your suspension whatsoever. But since I have air suspension, I have to cut it and adjust as well the wide body kit, because my car will air out completely to the fender. And with the offset that's on the vehicle, yes, offset's another thing we're gonna talk about. People will say, oh, why you chose those wheels? Why they're wider? Why it's so like this? To complete in the gaps of the body being out.
That's like the number one question people ask when building a wide body.
Why do you need wider wheels? Why does the offset have to be negative? Because
people will say, why can't I use my stock wheels? Be like, do you want to be the buff guy at the gym with the little legs? Like, I don't work out, but no leg day.
Yeah, you're basically gonna look like a no leg day guy if you rock a wide body with stock wheels, which I kind of got over talked to about that. And we won't go into further details with that, but yeah. What else?
I know you said you want to do air suspension on a later video, but give a quick rundown of like what stage kit you have and what's the company?
All right, so the stage kit that I have is a stage 2 kit, and all the parts are from ABS. They're located here in Fresno, California, Central Valley. It's a 9-switch switch box. So basically, my air suspension is able to do full side, full corners, and all together manually. Unlike other suspension kits, you're either gonna have the Bluetooth and you're gonna have presets. I didn't want to decide to do any of that.
And that we'll get into like later.
Yeah,
That's a whole nother damn story.
But it's a full kit. Went with a full tray. Everything's mounted. Nothing's loose. Everything's on there. Compressors are basically the tray that I got is for show. And in the video later on, you'll see how it's gonna look like when we show the trunk. But it's definitely a head turner. And no, I'm not from head turners. I'm from roller chariots.
Thing.
Would you guys like to see a brief of what the hell this is looking like? Check it out. These are the rear fenders by Vicrez, and then the 20x11s with a negative 2.5 offset. I'm running 275 40/20s on these. You can go, I wouldn't suggest anything smaller than 275. The front end sits even flush to the ground, which is beautiful. Look at that. Check out those Brimbos. Yeah, Brimbos are stopping power. Yes, and I did make the body kit fit with the actual wide body corner lights. So that's another thing. People say, oh, just leave it stock. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna leave it stock because this is gonna be all left and spaced out. So there's fabricating you would have to do on the bottom, but that's for further details in the next videos I'm gonna be posting. You can follow me on Instagram at TonyMO_RT. Yeah, just stay posted on what's next. You're gonna be seeing my car, not only that, but you'll be seeing Yeti as well, which is the car you see behind us. That's another thing we're gonna go into detail. Yeah, stay up to speed with us.